So the liberated sage Vasudeva has been told by the god of time and the sage Bhrgu that he's actually an hallucination of Bhrgu's son Sukra. And they take Vasudeva back to Sukra's body, which has been withered and decomposed by the elements, and it's a bit of a shock for him to see the body. And Rama wonders why Vasudeva is shocked at the state of his body. And Vasistha is telling us that as long as you've got a body, then it's impossible to avoid certain behaviour. And he says, as long as there is the body, so long shall pain be painful and pleasure pleasant. But the wise are not attached to either. Rejoicing in joy and suffering in suffering, the great ones appear to behave like the ignorant, though in fact they are enlightened. So what it's saying is, you can't tell, even if you're caught up with ideas of enlightenment, then you want to know, is this person enlightened? And it seems that their behaviour is no different from the unenlightened. And when you look into this kind of thing, you sometimes think, well, you know, the enlightened being is beyond pain, beyond sensual pleasure. A wee while back we had in chapter 110, it says, the sage who is realized is not disturbed even if the body is embraced by a woman. To him it is like a piece of wood coming into contact with the body. Even if his arms are cut off, he does not experience it. He is able to convert all sorrow into bliss. And this is the sort of superhuman power we like to get excited about when we hear about these yogis and so on. But now here it's saying that no, pain is still pain and is experienced as such. Suffering is still suffering and it's experienced as such. There is pain, there is joy, and there's interpersonal relations which at times are denounced almost in the Yoga Vasistha as delusory. But we'll find out that there's this bond between Bhrgu and his son. We've heard about love which can transcend death. We heard about the love of the young man Indra and the queen Ahalya. It was an illicit love, and it transcended torture and death, and they met up life after life. And even Sukra here was enraptured of this celestial nymph who made a point of saying that even the wise cannot deride love, only the dull-witted. So we don't want to get into this idea of this yogi or the enlightened person who's somehow denying the world appearance, somehow trying to cut himself off from it. He whose sense organs are freed, but whose organs of action are restrained, is liberated. He whose sense organs are bound, but whose organs of action are freed and unrestrained, is in bondage. So really it's to do with whether we're driven by our sense organs or not, by our sense desires. The wise behave appropriately in society, though inwardly they are free of all need to conform. O Ram, renounce all cravings and longings and do what needs to be done in the realization that you are ever the pure infinite consciousness. So the sense organs are tied in with cravings. And again, it's with the attentions being hijacked by objects of desire, by nice feelings,